Good morning, guys. Hope you're doing well, but most importantly, I hope Eric and Casey are doing well. They are right now chasing elk with the bows in Idaho, and I haven't heard any updates this morning, but my wife and I are in Sun River. We're packing up, getting the car loaded up. The Deucey dog is ready to go home. We're making our way to Boise today. Gonna stop over, see my family, and then head on to Salt Lake. I'm excited to get home, to be honest with you, because at the end of the day, that means we're that much closer to Montana. And the elk hunt, we're headed on with the Born and Raised crew. So we're gonna get the car loaded up, get on the road. Beautiful drive from Central Oregon to Boise, so it should be a good one. The smoke is lifted. And man, it is hard to beat Central Oregon. It's been an awesome time. We have really thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. But I'm ready to go chase elk with my bow. One more thing, thank you guys for following along on this day-to-day series. Again, we have a ton more videos coming your way, so stick with us. We're gonna be documenting the whole thing all the way through the end of the season. I think Casey added it up and it's around 86 videos consecutively. But again, thank you very much. Cross your fingers for Eric. Let's see if we can get a bull today. You see, I'm rooting for you, buddy. Let's get you a bull, okay? I think you're due for an archery bull. Didn't happen last year. This is the year.
Oh my freaking gosh, this freaking short giant! Well, good morning, guys. It's September 7th. Bridget and I are up on this hill right where Casey and I were yesterday, and I've got 8 elk below us. Just trying to see which way they're gonna head up into the hills. There's at least 2 bulls, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was as many as 3 or 4. Just the way they're scattered. From this vantage point, we'll just be able to keep an eye on them, try to get ahead of them. Hard part is our wind is going down and they're coming up, so it's going to be tough. We just need to keep an eye on them and kind of see which little drainage they want to feed up, and then hope for the best. But we're in the elk, so it's a good start to the video, guys. Welcome to another day. We'll keep you posted. Those elk below us turned out to be a bunch of spikes and cows, and I just wasn't convinced there wasn't more, so I just kept glassing. I caught the herd slipping. Big herd, at least 2 big bulls, and he is pushing them hard into the hills, so they're definitely going to get way ahead of us before we are able to make any kind of move on them. But there's 2 bulls, at least 10 to 12 cows, and he is pushing them out of there. All we can really do now is just try to get a vantage point, try to see where they go to make a play on them. But I could see them right now. They're running fast, so we just need to sneak around the hill and try to figure out where they go. What a morning. Finally got into some elk. I'd say we got within 100 yards of a little 6-point and about 4 or 5 cows. Unfortunately, they saw us before we saw them. And then we got into 3 spikes. Got 120 yards from them. They're just moving. It's insane how far these elk go to feed and where they bed. Just barely watched a herd of cows and spikes or go way up a canyon. It's hard to hunt them in the morning because you basically need to cut them off. And like I said, the wind was never in our favor because it's typically going down the canyon while they're going up. But we got close. We got on elk, so that was fun. And we're learning some new country over here that I've had eyeballs on before, just never really hunted it hard because it's just super hard to hunt. I'm sure you guys saw how open it was back there. But one day at a time, learning these elk, learning their patterns and where they want to go. And now what we really need is some of these bulls to start bugling, because they did not bugle whatsoever today, and we probably started out by seeing about 20 elk. There's definitely some mature bulls in there, and they weren't bugling at all. I think we're just glass for a minute and then head back to camp because I didn't pack any snacks. And it's already getting hot up on this ridge. Might need to get on this point tonight to try to watch some of these elk funnel down, try to get ahead of them. Yep, that time of the day, guys. So yesterday I skipped out on breakfast. We didn't make any breakfast. Well, we actually had some salmon fish tacos using that smoked salmon that Casey brought, which was super good. Took the time to bust out the Camp Chef and got some bacon going. This morning it's gonna be bacon and eggs. Definitely gonna shoot the bow today and maybe take a little bit of a rest. I know we said this before in other videos, but out here, long, hot days and no elk action. Since we do have those elk kind of bedded in the general area, we might actually go try to pull out one of those spikes, maybe slip in there, get comfortable, and maybe just try to cow call and get one of those spikes to come out. It almost happened last week like that. For now, we're just gonna eat some bacon, and man, it smells so good already. Not bad. That's a nice tight group. Ooh, I got bacon hands. Just making sure this sucker stays on target. That was just a quick group at 30 yards. A step back to 40. Hit that for a 3-rounder and see where we're at. So I know a lot of people typically ask, so just to avoid the questions, I'm shooting the Easton Injection Deep 6 330 grain spine arrows. I have a 27-inch draw length and I'm shooting about 68 pounds. I don't know what this bow's shooting, but my last one was like 265 feet per second. Short draw length kills it. All right, 40 is gonna be right here somewhere. 42, a couple steps up and we'll be right at 40. Super realistic situations here. Kneeling down, do any of you guys practice kneeling? I've taken a lot of my shots, especially on elk, kneeling down. So I like to practice like this quite a bit. Through the sagebrush, up on the side hill, right out of the cedars. Very realistic for where we're at and the situations that we typically get. We're gonna do just a 40-yarder right here. All right, let's go check it out. That third one felt like I pulled to the right. I don't know, we'll see though. All right, not bad at all. Not too bad at 40. Shooting from the knees. I swear this was the last one. I need to really start paying attention to my vinyl wraps. But I think this one, I felt like I pulled it right. It's not even that bad either. This one's a little low left. That one is in the middle. All right, somewhere right here is gonna be about 50 yards, which is my bottom pin and my slider pin. 53. All right, let's check it out. Not horrible, could be tighter. One in the center, one right. That one spun the target, one of them did. And then one high center. Not too bad. So you guy needs to man the grill and also do some target practice. So the target, I think, is in that gap, maybe that one. 70 yards right here. I'm gonna try it. I haven't shot this bow at that distance for quite a while. So what'll happen is I'll just slide my slider pin, which is my bottom pin, slide that to 70, and we'll see if this thing's on or not. I'm gonna actually get my scope out so I can see over there, and then maybe I'll get my phone scope on it for you guys. If you have never seen us do digiscoping with our cell phone, this is what we use. It's called the phone scope. Your cell phone just snaps right into it. It's got an adapter on the top. This one is specific for my Vortex razor. So this is so simple. I'm not shooting selfie videos, so flip that. I like to actually slide this on a little bit and then spin it nice and tight. There is my target. If you want, you can zoom in. I'm gonna get this set up. It'll allow me to see my arrows without using my binocular. Like I said, we're gonna dial to 70 right there. We're gonna do a 3-shot group. See if I can hit the dang thing at 70 yards. Woohoo, we're on. That one felt low. Yep. that one felt pretty good. So, phone scope worked great. Let's go check them out. Much room for improvements, but that's the first time I've shot 70 in a while. I don't anticipate shooting that far hunting, but I can say with a little practice I can probably pull that group in a little tighter. We got some good target practice in. We got some bacon and eggs this morning, and now that it's about midday and extremely hot, I'm going to attempt to take a nap in this heat. Might not last very long because my trailer is in the wide open, burning in the sun. Got all the windows open in the jumping jack, so it's nice and ventilated, but it's not very cool. Check it out, Sally is back in the game. We're taking her out tonight. It's about 2:15 in the afternoon, starting to get a little bit of rain, and I think we're gonna head out to where we saw these spikes and cows kind of go bed in this patch of cedars. Try to weasel one out of there for Bridget. If it doesn't work, we'll at least have time to still hunt in the evening and kind of hunt last light and get up high again and do some glassing. So we're gonna buzz on the four-wheeler. We're gonna take the decoy. I've got the calls. We're set, pretty much ready to rock and roll. Just waiting for Bridget to grab her bow. Then we're gonna take the quad up, not very far, but to take it up and burn up the hills to pack all our stuff. We can get eyeballs on them. Maybe we'll just put the sneaks on, but if not, we'll try to use the wind in our advantage, get up above them, and try to weasel one out of there. It should be fun. Last time it worked like a charm, so hopefully it'll work again. Put the sneaks on these elk, planning on them being where I last saw them. Got the decoy. Bridget's got the bow. We're just gonna take our time because we have plenty of time right now. Hopefully we can draw one of those spikes out. Hopefully we see them before they see us. Bridget's out ahead of me. I'm gonna sit back here with the decoy and just do some cow calls. These elk are just like 250 yards. Just gonna do some really soft cow calls and try to be patient. See if we can lure one of these bulls out. We don't even know if they're still here, so we're just hoping for the best and trying to take advantage of these afternoons. I'm just gonna give her a second to set up, and then I'll cow call a little bit. See if we get one to come in. Doesn't she look good? Well, we're 45 yards from that doe. Just a really, really small doe.
Definitely in range.
Yeah, within range. We're trying to see if there's a buck or something in there. There wasn't, just a doe and its fawn. Still looking for elk though. Skipped right under him.
Oh, is that what happened?
That or might have clipped his leg.
Dang
He was like right here. Looks brand new.
Yeah, must have just skipped his leg.
Yeah, like hit the dirt right by him.
Dang it.
That's close.
Like I probably just needed that much more.
Yeah. he like started to take a step right when you shot. That was close. Well, that was almost that coyote's last sip of water.
So close.
Missed him just by a couple inches, really.
Literally.
Just a little pup, but I know a lot of people are gonna ask, like, did you have a license for that? And just so you know, a lot of western states, it's legal to hunt coyotes all year long as you have a hunting license. Some states you don't need it. It is legal to hunt coyotes here. But if you guys want to get into coyote hunting, just make sure you check with the rules and the laws in your state, because they do vary. Out here in the west, there's so many of them. There's actually a bounty in Utah, and I know the bounty just changed. But from what I remember before, it was $50 a dog. You turn them into the government or the local station, Fish and Game Office. I'm really not sure. I never did turn any bounties, but some people go out and whack quite a few and make a little money, pay for their gas and their ammo, and do a little predator control. We're moving on to glass for elk because we haven't seen any. Oh man, this is tough. Well guys, on the 4-wheeler ride out of here, looked up in like the last patch of cedars and saw an elk. It's funny because I sat and glassed that patch while we were up there. We just kind of kept cruising. I don't think it's gonna leave that patch of cedars, so we're gonna put the sneaks on them up there. There's probably more than one. We're just gonna try to get high and above them, kind of post up, wait for them to leave the cedars, cut them off. I don't know. We'll have to get up there and check things out, but we got about a 15-20 minute hike to where we'll be able to look down in there and see if they're there. Let's go, Sally. What are you staring at?
Bring us the boys, Sally.
We ended up getting above that elk. Just turned out to be a cow and a calf. So we just decided to get up there and glass. We found the herd that we were looking for. Bridget kept saying earlier that she thinks they went up. They sure did. So they're up way above us. We got about 45 minutes to try to put the sneaks on them. You can tell that there's cows and some spikes. We're not sure what else is gonna come out yet. Just gonna try to sneak up on them and cut them off. We basically just ran out of time. Couldn't quite get up in that draw where they were at, and they were just feeding in this burn, just wide open. On the way up, just around the corner there, scared some cattle. Had a face off with the cattle. They went tearing up the hill. Not towards them, but it was loud enough that it got their attention. I kind of feel like that got them on edge, but no elk tonight. Bridget and I are going to walk out of here, and then I have to go take a quick 4-wheeler ride to pick up my spotting scope and tripod, because I decided to stash it in a tree and forget it. So that's the plan. That and cook dinner. The old generator struggling, but we have light. Let there be light. It's time to get some dinner going. We have some extra elk burger from Casey and the meatballs that we cooked, so I think I'm just gonna kind of cook those as small patties, dice up some potatoes and onions, and make the all-American meal, right? Meat and potatoes. Chop, chop, chop. We've got the potatoes well done. That's pretty good. We have the burger meat cooking, so I'm gonna let that sit for maybe 5-6 minutes and flip it. Here's our little dinner for the evening. We've got the elk burger, a couple strips of bacon that I'll eat because they're a little soft. Bridget likes them really crispy. That's why we have crispy potatoes. Got hiked out of there. Felt longer than it did on the way in, that's for sure. And then I forgot my spotting scope, so we got back here pretty late. Refuel, get some rest, and do it all over again. So hopefully you guys stick with us, all right? We're gonna get an elk, I promise. We just need more time, but we'll be vlogging daily and we'll take you guys along with us. But if you haven't already, please subscribe. Again, doing these videos every day through our entire fall season. So hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the morning.